I mean, every year has its own challenges. Every year has its successes. So it's always exciting to see, what's the new challenge for this year? What's going to be the new success for this year? Um, so starting the year, everybody is happy and go lucky. And then as people get into their roles, players, coaches, everything, getting everything to fit together is very exciting, and seeing where everybody's going to lie at the end of the preseason, basically. Yeah, I mean, this year we had a really good commitment in the off season. Not that other years we didn't, but we've had great commitment pretty much every year that I've been the head coach in the off season. This year just felt a little different from those seniors. We had great leadership in the weight room, and even when some of the guys played other sports in the spring and stuff, when they had days off, they were still showing up, making sure people were working hard. And it's just a little bit different this year in the off season, and I thought it was a very positive difference. Culture in the locker room, that's an interesting question that you say that. I've always thought we had a great culture in our locker room. I really think the guys help show the other guys the way to do things correctly. Don't let them slack. They're on each other in a positive way, not always in a negative way. But I thought, this past year, the culture felt really good in the locker room. A lot of guys helping each other out, and everybody being very positive. Our fan base is like no other. They will make sure that everything's known. If things aren't going right, they'll make sure you know that. If things are going right, they are the loudest and the proudest group you will ever hear. They surround this whole stadium on the fence, and just they bring it every game. And I feel like this year is going to be a very different year in the aspect of it is going to be even brought back up to a different level like we've had in the past. So, starting with Hopewell, Coach Kodge has got them always on a different level starting the year. We've only beat them once, maybe twice since we've renewed this. So they've had our number. So it's always a good one for us, a litmus test of where we're at. So hopefully this year we've made adjustments in the off season and made adjustments in the preseason to get ready for this first game against a really good Hopewell team. I love having that one first, even though next year they'll move into the league and won't be first anymore. But we'll see how that goes then. Gallion, I always like playing Gallion because they're a big school or a bigger school than us, and they bring a different flavor of football and with the big schools, and we got to be on we have to play perfect, and I love that game. It's one that's been back and forth as well. And then LCC, we played them the last 2 years. We won the first one, they won the second one here, so rubber match this year. They won't be on our schedule anymore after this year because of the new league stuff, but I think that's an exciting game just because they bring a different atmosphere, again, being a little bit different school coming from Lima, and we know that we have to be, again, on our A game. We went 6-6. We lost our first 3 games. Obviously, we lost Hopewell here in the last 2 seconds of the game. They scored with 2 or 3 seconds left to go in the game to beat us 26-20. So we had the lead. We just couldn't get a couple first downs to soak it away. But and then we played Gallion here at home. We lost 14-8. Another game that we had a lot of turnovers in. So we were very young last year, and I think our inexperience didn't carry us through those games. We played a really good LCC team on a Saturday night up there. I think we lost 26-7. We had a chance right after half to make it possibly 13-14, 19, something like that, and we fumbled it at the 2. So we didn't have the experience to deal with those big high-pressure games yet. The good news for going into this year is all those guys are pretty much back for us. I thought we grew last year to get to 6-6. I mean, we got to 5-5. You started out 0-3, and we get to 5-5. Had a chance, in the Mohawk game. A couple things go a little bit differently. There's one. We lost a really close last second play to Seneca East here on our home field. So we lost a lot of close games last year, and then which really helped us though when we played Sonora in that first round of playoffs. I know, we were the 12th seed, but there wasn't a whole lot of people that are like, oh, can't wait to play Carey in the first round, because just how good we were growing as a team as the year was going on. And we just ran into a buzzsaw with Patrick Henry. I mean, we lost 24-0. They lose a couple guys, but they got a lot of guys coming back too. So, I think our region is going to be really tough this year, from top to bottom. And, with the new format of 12 teams, you're going to have to win a couple extra games to make sure you're in the top 12 instead of top 16. So this year, how can we start where we left off last year and then grow up? So hopefully we don't have the rock bottom moments this year. We've already went through it. Hopefully last year, as like I said, a lot of these young guys played last year, so they know what that defeat tastes like. And with the Tenora victory, they know what success tastes like. So hopefully we can merge that together and figure out how we can move forward. I like competition. I like competitiveness. I want guys that want to play in big games. I don't want guys that, hey, let's play the lower tier teams and get victories and pat statters. No, I want to play the tough teams and see how we go forward. What I'm looking forward to this season is our overall leadership growth. I know we have the pieces. The only thing that's going to stop us is us. And what I mean by that is people worried about this or that or not getting this or that and their wants. When we're worried about our wants, what we want, then we're just going to be another Carey team. If we go to our needs, what we need to do as a team, and our needs start coming together, then that's when we'll have something special. And that's usually what I look forward to the most, is seeing how all of our needs come together, not our wants. The only thing that plays over here is football, so you don't have the track to buffer you away. You can line up around the fence. There's plenty of seating as well. Is an experience. The crowd is rowdy. I mean, it is packed house usually. I'm excited about this year being a packed house and just the excitement, the raw emotion that our fans have to bring that every game. So I'm excited about that. The guys in the locker room, I'm really excited for them to see how all their work and their commitment and their willingness to fall together comes out on the field.